Okay, we're live. Yo. So, day 42 seems to be working. I'm in Scottsdale. It's not too sunny though. Put this down. Uh, it is kind of cloudy. There's a little bit of sky, but for the most part, it's just cloudy. But it is sweatshirt weather. I think it's like 58 or something. So it's pretty nice. We flew in yesterday. We got here around like 5:30 or 6, and then hit the house. And then we basically went straight to the Phoenix Suns game. That was my first NBA game that I've ever been to. Which the Suns aren't, I guess, that good. But they had Kevin Durant on the team, which I did not realize. So I guess they spent all their money this last year getting Kevin Durant. So shout out K-Dog. No, it started out where it looked like they were just going to get smoked. They played the Grizzlies, who I guess is Memphis now, and they used to be from like Vancouver or something. So I don't know that the Grizzlies are that good of a team either. I don't know. I mean, they're all NBA, so they have to be good enough. But there was just one guy from, I want to say, Jamaica on start. Okay, let's see. Here we go. There we go. We're back. We're live. Sorry about that. Or I hope we are. It says it's still going. I'm going to trust that it is. So maybe I should have done this in the house. I thought that I was close enough to Wi-Fi to make this work. So yeah, so anyway, there was this guy from Jamaica that was 7'7". That is so freaking tall. I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm 6'1". That's a foot and a half taller than me. That's nuts. That's absolutely insane. But then you would see him out there, and I mean, he looks taller than everybody, but not really. Like, he was like barely taller than all these guys. Like, holy shit, this guy's nuts. But he's like super skinny and tall. But yeah. Anyway, that was a fun time. At first, it started out like looking like the Phoenix Suns were just gonna get smoked. Dude, the tickets were only like $8, so it was pretty cheap. I mean, we were in the nosebleeds, but it was fun because you can still see the court really well. Yeah, and it was a good time. It was easy to see. Everything was fun. And then there's lots of like just during the timeouts they have like dancers or giveaways, free T-shirts and free pizza and stuff that they're throwing out. It was fun. I did buy a bag of chips with some nacho cheese for like $20, so there's that. But at least I wasn't drinking, so I didn't have to spend $20 on a beer. But yeah, it was a good time. And then so the first half, they were kind of trailing by like anywhere between 15 and 18 points, I would say. So it's just like, fuck, dude, is this about to get blown out? I mean, it was like that in the first quarter. I was like, oh no, they're just gonna blow them out, and then it's not gonna be exciting because they're just gonna like lay over. But they did not lay over and take it. It actually started like coming back towards the second, into the second half, and then Kevin Durant scored his 30,000th professional point in the NBA, and apparently he's now the 8th player to score 30,000 points or over. So that was like a huge deal. And then, so everybody's like celebrating that, and I guess they had that like kind of primed up because they knew that he would probably make it that game. But so then there was like a lot of energy in the stadium, and they were like coming back. And at one point close to the end, they got within 4 points of the Grizzlies, but that was like the closest they came back, and then it like dropped to 6, And then there's like 20 seconds left, and they're still down 6 points, and then I kind of was over. So, yeah, it was a really fun time. But then got back here, and then today my brother and his girlfriend Lauren came in town. So they got here. We had some lunch. We did some errands for the event that we have going on tomorrow. And then I don't know what time that is, probably 6 or 7, but I'm doing some video for it and just capturing everything. And then after that, we're just kind of hanging out. I'm doing this. Lindsay's making a poster for it. We got some supplies and shit like that. And then tonight we're going to hit this place probably called Culinary Dropout. I've been there before in Tempe. I think they have one in Scottsdale as well. But it's a cool little restaurant spot that has games and stuff. And yeah, it's a good vibe. So probably do that tonight. Get some food. I don't know. I'm getting hungry, dude. I should have eaten some at that bar. I just didn't feel hungry at the time. And now I'm regretting not getting like an appetizer. So I might need to find some snacks in Lindsay's house. And then let me think. Yeah. Anyway, there's that. I want to fuck around with my new headphones that I got, and I actually brought my MIDI controller down. So if I have time, I might mess around with that and the headphones. And if not, no big deal. I flew Southwest, so Southwest has like the 2 free bags, you know, so that's kind of nice. Sin and I already did our walk this morning, but I still have to do my second inside workout, which is it's so annoying when you're on vacation or just traveling in general. It's just like, fuck, these are the times where it just gets frustrating to have to do this shit. But I feel good about like getting things done and sticking to, you know, what I've committed to do up here. And I mean, we're 42 days in, a few more days and I'll only have 30 days left, which is, you know, a month. And if I did a month, I can do another month. So, yeah, but like Justin just asked me now how long I was going to do the live video for. And I'm probably going to try to do it a year, actually. I don't really, you know, maybe once I am over the 75 days, if I miss a day, it's not too big of a deal. But I feel like that kind of mindset gets you slip, you know, if you're like, oh, it's not a big deal if I miss this one day. Well, if it's not a big deal that one day, then it's not going to be a big deal if you do it again. And then you start slipping more and more and more. And that's one of my issues with the drinking. It's like, oh, if I decide I'm only going to drink 2 days a week, you know, I can say that, but if I'm like, I'm only going to drink 2 days a week, and then, you know, it's a third day, and it's somebody's birthday, I'm like, fuck, dude, I didn't realize, you know, I should have planned better, but, you know, I'm just going to do a third day this once, and then you drink a little more, and then the next week, it's not really a big deal if you drink. Okay, it doesn't have to be just 2 days. It's just I'm not trying to drink a lot, you know, and then all of a sudden you're drinking 3 days, but you're only drinking a little bit on this one day, and then you're drinking more, and then, oh, well, I only had a beer over here. That doesn't really count for a day. And all these excuses and the slips happen, and then all of a sudden, fast forward a week, and I'm drinking every day, all day. So that's what I don't want to happen. And I want to have like more of a mental fortitude on being like, no, dude, you said you're going to drink less and you don't need to drink tonight. You don't need to drink this. So, yeah, man, I got to figure that shit out once this is over. But I mean, I know I've talked about that before. So anyway, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this event goes because it's Lindsay's first time down here doing it. There's, you know, when we do the charity events in Vancouver, there's a huge group of Rov's relatives that live up there, all in the Indian community, and so they promote the fuck out of it. The community is pretty tight, so everybody's invited, and they broadcast it on the radio stations, and so there's always like a couple hundred people there. But down here, there's not that same family connection. It's just Lindsay's community, and there's some friends, and first time doing an event. So, but she's just trying to do it to get the ball rolling, so that way she creates buzz, and then the next event gets a little bigger, and so on and so forth. So we'll see how it goes, but hopefully we'll get some good content to promo it. It says, please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough. I don't know what that is. It seems like I'm still alive, so I guess that's all that matters. But yeah, so I really do love it down here in the winters, except that I don't know why it's so cool this fucking trip. But it's still way warmer than Boise. Man, it was like, I feel like the last couple of walks I did were like 18. Fucking like, I got this purple band here. I'm trying to cut out like from my vocabulary. And so apparently, if you want to create a habit, if you have a rubber band and you snap yourself every time you do the thing, it's supposed to remind you and bring attention to, oh, don't do the thing. Well, I'll forget about this until I think about it. So it's going to take me a hot second to get good at it, but hopefully I can get better and better at not saying the word. And then I think maybe something that would help is to ask some of my friends that I am around to call me out when I say like, and then I snap the band. That's what I'll do. So I'll ask Cinda and Lindsay and Justin, and Lauren, maybe this trip to call me out when I say like, and I'll give it an old snapperooski. Yeah, it does suck being down here and not drinking. I wanna get fucked up with them, but you can't always get what you want, and sometimes you gotta not do the thing because you committed to something. And that is me right now. So yeah, I'm sitting by this fireplace outside, and I feel like we should light a fire tonight. I wonder if there's enough propane in that, because that could be fun for this evening. And if not, we should pick some up. Yeah, so other than that, we have, let's see, what's today? Wednesday. So tomorrow is the event. And then Friday or Saturday, we're going to plan on going up to Sedona. So that'll be a cool day trip. Sedona's super pretty. I've been there one other time, but I'm hoping to get up there again and spend more time, because we were only there for 2 hours or so. So it'd be nice to spend the whole day up there. And I brought my drone out. We can fly some of that. Obviously have my camera. Yeah, I also want to hit this place. It's called Night Owl, and it's right up the street from the house. But they have late night pizza. It's just a pizza spot, but they have this really cool bar, and their bar top is all made from pinball, it's glass, and it has all these pinball things underneath, so like the little bumpers and stuff like that. So the bar top looks like the inside of a pinball machine, which is really cool. And then they have some pinball games in the bar, and yeah, I just really like that bar. It's super close to Lindsay's house. And then there's a sports bar that we go to sometimes. And there's this new bar. This new bar we went to is called Dodo Bird, and it's very nice inside. It's like upscale, but they have dartboards and this skeet it looks like it's kind of like cornhole, but on a shuffleboard table, and on each side there's holes, and you roll a ball to the other side and try to get it in the holes. That looks fun. And then they have basketball, like just one of those little shooter things like you'd see at an arcade, where that catches your ball down at the bottom and you keep shooting and try to hit scores. But they don't have it's not like a scored system, and you don't have to pay it with money. There's just balls, and you just shoot and play. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so we're gonna get some food, and glad I'm still doing this to nobody, but no big deal. I'm just trying to work this shit out. So I'll check in tomorrow. Peace. End stream. And.